If you think you didn't accomplish much this year, think again. You've got more wins than you remember, and today we're going to find them. Good day to you all, and welcome to Bad Day Excellence, the show where we take those messy, chaotic, real parts of life and turn them into fuel for growth. I'm Brian Walsh, author of Habitcraft 101, and the guy who's trying to help 9.5 million people over the next 15 years build better habits, find more clarity, and make every day, even the bad ones, count for something. Today, we're talking about something most people avoid: reflecting on the year. Not the glossy social media version, the real version. The wins you forgot, the losses you'd rather skip, and the lessons that shaped who you are right now. Reflection isn't about beating yourself up. It's a habit, a simple one. And if you build it, you stop guessing your way through life and start making intentional moves. Think of it like this. First, you have wins. They show you what to repeat. Losses show you what to adjust. And lessons, they show you who you're becoming. And the best part, you don't need an hour to do this. You need about 5 minutes and a simple microsystem. I'll walk you through a few today that will help you capture the important stuff and build momentum going into the next year. So if you're ready to look at your year in a clearer, kinder, more productive way, let's get into it. Let's start with wins. You have more wins than you think. Most of them are small, subtle, or easy to forget because they didn't feel dramatic. But small wins are the real proof of change. Maybe you handled a tough conversation better than you would have last year. Maybe you finally set a boundary. Maybe you stuck with a tiny habit longer than you've ever before. Those matter. Wins show you what to repeat next year. So ask yourself, what worked this year? When did I surprise myself? What felt easier than expected? Now let's shift our focus to losses. And let's be honest, nobody likes looking at these. But losses aren't failures, they're friction points. They reveal where the habits broke down or where you didn't have a system at all. Losses are receipts. They show patterns. Maybe you kept avoiding the same task. Maybe you stayed overwhelmed for longer than you wanted. Maybe you kept saying yes when you meant no. Instead of judging yourself, ask, what kept me stuck? What did I avoid? What do I not want to repeat? Each loss points to a habit gap. And finally, the lessons. Lessons are where identity growth happens. They're the moments where life pushes you, pulled you, or whispered something you needed to hear. Ask yourself, what did I learn about myself this year? What surprised me? What changed my perspective? Lessons become the blueprint for next year's habits. Let's make this super simple. Here are a few microsystems you can use in 5 minutes or less. We'll start with system 1, the 3x3 audit. 3 wins, 3 losses, 3 lessons. Quick, clean, and zero overwhelm. Do it once today and once at the end of every month. Then we'll jump to system 2, the weekly wipe down. Every Sunday night, write down one thing that went well and one thing that annoyed you. At the end of the year, you've got 52 data points that tell you the real story. Or try this one, the Energy Scorecard. For 1 week, rate the things you do from 1 to 5 based on how it made you feel. You'll quickly see what energizes you and what drains you. And that's where habit adjustments start. Then there's the habit look back. List 5 habits you intended to build this year. Which ones stuck, drifted, or never got off the ground? That's your habit roadmap for next year. And lastly, the restart rule. If a habit fell apart, restart the smallest version possible. Not the full version, not the perfect version, just the smallest version. So I want to shift to momentum. A lot of people ask, how do I keep the momentum going? This is the part people underestimate. Reflection is only useful if it becomes consistent. Here's how to keep the momentum alive. Build a 5-minute reflection ritual every Sunday. Same time, same place. Make wins repeatable by identifying the cue that helped them happen. Notice the habits behind the losses and adjust one simple thing at a time. Protect your future self by removing friction around the habits you want to show up for. And ask this one question every week. Who did I act like this week? And who do I want to act like next week? Momentum isn't speed, it's direction repeated. So, my challenge to you is to choose one system to reflect and begin to build that momentum into 2026 so that you become unstoppable. If today's episode helped you see your year a little clearer, share it with someone who needs that reminder. And if you want to build habits that make next year your most intentional one yet, check out my book, Habitcraft 101, or join the Momentum Makers Club, where we do this kind of work together every week. I'm Brian Walsh, your guide to habit crafting and your biggest champion. Thanks for tuning in to Bad Day Excellence. See you next time.